NB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe that there was 2 8s in there.
This guy right here is doing something special.
I welcome y'all to NBE. What you about to see, box building in a different league. In this SQL scene, believe that money ain't a thing when it comes to its kings. Now that's fact, not fiction. Call 44694 48 then 18. Don't matter, you got 4 8s or 1 8 or anything between. He got what you need.
This is my crew. This is my gang. These are my kings.
Well, here we are with the Prodigy Audio NB5 10. Just very handsome driver, I must say. But before we start with this free air frequency suite, I do want y'all to really get a good look at how tight that gap is. So let me get out here. Yeah, look at that. Y'all see how tight that gap is? Hey, y'all see that? It's not turning around. Just another. Y'all see how tight that gap is, man? And when I say gap, this is what I want y'all to look at. Right here. This is the top plate. That's the voice core. I'm talking about it is tight, ain't it? Now, what I've noticed right quick is that because the suspension is very soft, it's very soft. So it must have a very strong QES. There we go. That'll be a little solid. Must have a very strong QES. Not much electrical losses, because I think most of this woofer is going to be controlled by just how tight that gap is, in my opinion. You want to see it again? Yeah, just how tight that gap is, man. That is look at some of those other subwoofers, particularly ones in the Mega Roll surrounds. You see how big they always talking about 8-layer cores and all that. Yeah, but the gap, you can put a penny in between it. You can't put nothing, absolutely nothing between that gap and that voice coil, which is great. That's great, which means that as you send power into the coil, it's going to magnetize and be very, very responsive. Very, very responsive. I think this one, this configuration is 83 sensitivity. Now, some people say don't use the sensitivity to dictate the performance of the drive because power is cheap. But what if you don't have all the necessary upgrades to send that power? Can you get decent performance out of using just what is rated at 1,000 watts RMS? That's a plus. Downside is because you see how large it is. You're not going to get this on the seat of a truck with a 2.5-inch seat lift. Ford or 4th gen GMCs or Rams. Now with a 3.5-inch seat lift, you could do 2 of these under the seat, because the motor is so large that you're going to have to get that 12, 13 inches height. So your seat would be unusable if you wanted to do 2 of these under the seat. All right, so that's the downside with this 10, because now I'm advocating you could put 10s on the seat of 5th gen GMCs for sure. But anyway, let's look at the QMS. Look at the FES parameters. Let's look at how the FES, the free air performance. Let's look at how this surround and this spotter work together and see if we hear any kind of mechanical noise. So right now we're doing 20 to 80 hertz. Sweep in 30 seconds, and Let's Go is powered by Robert Fosgate 1200.1, and it would be at, this is a D4, so it'll be at 2 ohms, roughly 800 watts free air. So we got response, and right here, this right here is where you can dictate how. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. I must say again, this is a very handsome driver. All right. Now let y'all see it. Side view. Maybe get a little bit more signal, which might cause it to clip a little bit. Let's see. There we go. And a little bit more. Now let's see it go up. Getting out there now, ain't it? It's very quiet. You notice as you go up in frequency, the woofers don't move that much. And that's what people try to get the SPL scores at. Somewhere north of 55. Me, I'm trying to get my SPL scores north of 40. But woofer has to move a lot farther, so it must have a lot of force behind the movement. I like that. So now, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna bring this signal down, because I know that signal might clip just a little bit. Let's bring it down to about right there. And I'm going to give it just a little bit of that BSI. I want to see it move even more. So we're going to go from, let's see, 55 to about 65. And what's going to happen is, boom, this is going to be cut in half to about 27.5. And this is going to be cut in half to 32.5. Same amplitude, but a lot more stroke. Let's see. Let's start there the first time around. Lego. Give it a little bit more. Really see it get out, so we can see if it's gonna dimple. And what y'all see? I don't see any dimpling. I don't. What I see is a lot of throw. Right where it could dimp, but it's not dimpling. This is good. This is good, clean output. I think if I give it a little bit more, it will dimple, and I don't want to see that, so I just keep it right here. Let's look on the back side. Get y'all in just a little closer. Prodigy. I see you, Jonathan. Could happen to a better guy, though, in my opinion. He really loves cardio. Got his money up for doing on them bus bars with 8 people. Now I got him a nice product. So his first 3 lines, he's got the intermediate line, the NB2, the shallow NB3s, and then the NB5s. I guess this is intermediate level. And I think he did a great job. It's a nice side shot right there. Notice right here. That's why I say cone air is important. I don't like the fat roll surround. Look right here. You see how you go up in stroke? So the cone air that you have in the beginning, right here, that's your consistent SD. So that's why I don't like fat roll surround, because the bigger the surround, the even less that is. So this is moving. And yes, it's moving air, impacting the air, but is it going to impact the air as hard as this right here? In my opinion, no. Very good, very good. Starting to get a little core rock, but that's because of the power supply. You can see a little dimple right around here. But that'll go away if I had good clean signal, because you can watch it. Tap it one time. See that? And now it's gone. Yeah, I think, hey man, I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed with the free up performance, the build quality of this driver. And I think he's selling it right now for $308. $308. Con, can't fit up under the seat of a truck without a 3.5 inch seat lift. You probably had to get to the NB2. That definitely will fit without a seat lift. But this one, you're gonna need a 3.5 inch seat lift to get under most trucks, to get under all trucks. But if you want to try something new, look into Prodigy Audio. The link to the website is in the video description. And this concludes this free air test of this driver. Very handsome driver too. Very handsome driver. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Good job, Jonathan. Good job. Next is to put it in the box and see how it sounds. See how it sounds on music or whatnot. Probably listen to it in the truck, not behind the seat. No, not behind the seat, but in the truck, you know, in the box I made for it, and see how it sounds. Stay tuned.